All right, good evening, everyone. Sunday here, January 6th, so watch list for January 7th, Monday. Well, Friday played out almost perfectly, right to the T. We actually did have a little bounce at the trend line there, the upward trend line. You know, I was calling for a move down to about 1420. We got a possible bounce there. We actually bounced right there in 1420, and then we broke through. So let's take a look a little closer here. Yeah, you can see here we came down right at 1420. We bounced up. We came back, tried to bounce again, but then we lost it. Ended up selling off the rest of the day. What can I say? There was not many good trades out there that day, but this is this is a correction that the market has to go through. All right, so taking a look at that big chart here now, still kind of breaking through this this trend line down here in this triangle, but I'm not really that worried about that. I'm worried more about I think tomorrow we're going to have a gap down. I'm not exactly a soothsayer here, so I'm not exactly sure what kind of news is going to come out in the morning to affect the markets, but everything's telling me that we should see a gap down tomorrow, and that would be kind of favorable. We need actually to get a washout here. We need something to spark some buying here. If we have this continual grind, there's nothing to really get people involved here. But if all of a sudden there's a gap down, or it's flushing some stops out, we're getting some margin calls and kind of having a little capitulation, that's a better sign of a bottom. So I'm actually hoping for like a little gap down tomorrow, maybe even down, not that far, maybe down, it doesn't even matter how much, just a gap down I want to see. That way we see a little more oversold area here. We come down to more support here, which is in November is the next line of support. We're not we're not in that bad a shape. All the indicators are showing greatly oversold areas here. So I'm actually very positive on this, because you know what, the market's always going to be here to make money. Comes up and goes down. The most important thing is to have the discipline to pull back on your trades at this time. You don't want to jump in and try to force a trade. You might want to think, look at Intel. This Intel looks like super cheap here. What the hell is going on here? Look at Intel, man. I mean, that's a disaster. Look at this. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, I was picking this thing up hand over foot. Well, not a hand over foot. I'm not going crazy here, but you know what? I am going to be loading up on my Intel tomorrow. Maybe we get a little gap down tomorrow on Intel, hopefully, or something. A little push down to about $22. I'll be all over this, because you know what? This is 2008 now. What's different? If you go back, on a monthly chart, when was the last time we were back? Actually, we're still we're still in a pattern here. It's not a big difference, but the chart I want to actually show you is the stocks, the semiconductor chart, and that's what I was talking about on Friday. How I was kind of expecting this this move down, and this is going to be actually a little head. Let's see where we got here. Zoom out. I want to zoom out here. Let me see if I actually, right here on the daily chart. On the daily chart, I'm expecting this to be a head, and then we're going to come back up to that 406 area and maybe make make a shoulder there. But now just looking at the weekly chart here, we have a lot of support here. You see, I put these, I was doing my analysis earlier in the evening here, and I was just like, you know what? Every time it came down to the 370 on the stocks, the Philadelphia semiconductors, all the way back to 2003, we were trading here. I mean, if you even go back even further, on the monthly chart, you're going to see something that's really amazing. Go back all the way to 1997. 10 years ago, man. 10 years ago we were trading out at these levels. It doesn't make sense. All right? It just doesn't make sense. But the market sometimes doesn't make sense. But on all the indicators, monthly, weekly, daily, all showing oversold, I think this is a great opportunity here. Start picking up some shares here. If you're scared of the market collapsing on it, don't jump in all the way, but start tippy-toeing in. I think it's the best opportunity, because most of us don't have the hindsight to get in at these levels. But I'm telling you, now just looking at that daily chart on Intel, you just got to understand that Intel came out with some great earnings the other last quarter. They're going to be coming out again, probably with blockbuster earnings with all the Mac sales and the new computers lining up. I'm about to get a new computer. There's got to be a whole new rotation of new computers coming out with Vista and stuff. I don't understand. This is just a big game that the analysts play to get these prices. It's just a game. They're like, all right, you know what? It's time to bring these prices down. It's time to go through the rotation again. Let's sell them off. Let's buy them again, and let's make some money next year again, and let's get everything going back in another rotation. This world is about money. It's nothing about the valuation of these companies, because no company's worth billions of dollars. I mean, that's like, the Google and all these things. They're not worth the price of these the valuations. It's all a big game. It's like Goldman Sachs. Yeah, I get carried away sometimes just thinking about the scams that go on, and that and I get a little passionate here. But the truth is, truth is, it's all a game. If you ever talk to these analysts out there, there's average people just like you and I that just happen to get into a job where they get to call the shots, and they make other people pay. But I'm not worried about it. I know how the game is played, and if you know how the game is played, you're going to make money in it either way. It's just patience. Don't get fooled from this. This is a great buying opportunity. And enough with the Intel and the semiconductors. You're going to see that down the road. Let's see. So basically, we just got to watch the market. There's not many stocks that we're going to be watching here, because right now we got a lot of weakness in the market. But the ones that I'm going to be focusing on is the ones that are going to make the big moves. Now, I put out a video about the new website, and the new website is going to have a couple different features on it. One's going to be momentum stocks that are going to make the biggest moves. And these are going to be changing week by week, because you're going to notice that certain sectors are going to come into play, certain rumors and certain things. The momentum plays. The solars were momentum, and they would be going up 15, 16. It's like 1999 again. Let's party like 1999. The stock's going up 20, 30 points and down. This is what we want. You know what? Screw the days of $2 and $3 moves. We want the $15, $16, movement, $20, $30 moves in Baidu and Google. Bring it on, man. Bring it on. All right. Maybe a little too much wine tonight. I don't know. Look at this. This is crazy. AMD. $6. I guarantee you this one's going to be scapped up by some Asian company or some foreign entities. They're going to just wipe this one. They're going to scap this up. Pennies on the dollar right now. I think this is a great buy right now, AMD. JetBlue. I started buying some on Friday. Bought 200 shares. Look, a nice reversal candle. Don't tell me the oil price is going to be sending this, but nice. You see this, the buying coming at the end of the day here, right back up to my buy area there. I knew this was going to reverse today on Friday. I'm going to be all over this on tomorrow too, because this one's going to definitely. We have $1 in this one. This one's going back up to 620 on JetBlue. JetBlue's not going nowhere. They have TVs on the back of each seat, man. They're not getting rid of this flight. Dry system. Someone was asking me about dries the other day. I don't really care for it. The statistics are turning over. It's not the right time for it. And I just got an email, and I give you a special little shout out. I didn't get to read the email, but someone wanted some, some analysis on CHNR. It's the first time I'm looking at it, so I'm going to do a live analysis right now for you. I have about a minute left in this video. I'm all hyped up. I'm so psyched for the market tomorrow. I got the new website. It's cheap prices. It's like it's like Black Friday again. Everything is on sale. It's time to go out there and start buying, And if you're worried about the market, don't be worried about it, man. We're not going nowhere. This is just it's a big game, that happens every couple years, and we're gonna see. You'll see. Before you know it, something's gonna come out, and I'm still looking for news tomorrow. News to gap these financials a little lower, people to start calling the bottom and starting buying them, and the market's gonna rally. The next thing you know, it's Goldilocks time again. CHNR, do I like it? It's kind of bearish right now. I'm kind of breaking down. I don't really know much about the stock, but I can tell you right now, we had a nice, for whatever reason that had to bounce up there. I didn't check out the news. Usually you get a nice bounce like that, you get a pullback and then a continuation. I'd watch this one closely and see what the news is. Actually, I'll look into it. You know, that's the best I could tell you. Looking at the chart, we're not oversold yet in the stochastics. We're kind of breaking down some support here. Again, what is the news on this? I don't know what caused it to move up in early December. I'm not sure. But right now, I think there's a lot better trades out there. So everyone, join me tomorrow, DayTraderRadio.com. I'm looking forward to having a great week. I hope everyone else is too. New website, new everything. I think my time is up here. And I'm really psyched for this market. So hope I didn't scare anybody off. I feel like, who's that guy, that crazy presidential candidate 4 years ago who was screaming, I'm psyched. All right, I'm done. DayTraderRadio.com. Come check it out on the air, 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Live market updates, live charting, live trades, live everything. Live music. I'm going to play some music for you tomorrow. Bye.